can hear that you got. I know you beat that in the moment. I know talk about it, it's said that I seen the well, I eat it, leave the rest.
So we just got a call from the NICU. Is what time? 10:24. About 10:30. And the nurse on duty tonight wants to give
practitioners, basically like the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor on call tonight wants to give Phoenix the same gas that Pharaoh had. Before he passed, remember we were talking about the 3 options that we had. Not that he's about to pass, but that was one of the last options that they gave us, to either let his body do what it wants to do, take him off the machine, or give him this gas that will help oxygenate his blood. So we had to give verbal consent over the phone for them to go ahead and give him the gas, on a positive note that he's still off his blood pressure meds. What else? His CO2 is going down from being on the oscillator. They just need his lungs to start cooperating because his oxygen is all the way up at 100%, and they can't give him any more oxygen that they're already giving him. So we have to call back in an hour and see if the gas that they're about to give him helped. It's supposed to be like some, from what how they explain it, it should be like some type of immediate relief or effect, and we'll know either way if it's helping or not. And when we call back in an hour, I have no clue what the next steps are after this, because Pharaoh had none. But I'll keep y'all updated. Alright, so $12:49, and they were supposed to give the gas at like 10 o'clock. I don't think they gave it to him at 10 o'clock. Pumping through the night.
Hi, your nurse is actually at the bedside, so she's gonna have to give you guys a call back.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, I let her know.
Alright, thank you.
No problem.
So basically we just call for an update, and
let's see if she actually calls back, because you hung up on that whole last time. She might
I
have
hung
an
up on
attitude. Yeah, you hung up right on. She was in the middle of talking.
I didn't really hang up on her. She asked me to have any more questions. I said no. So yeah. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's at the bedside, but clearly they're not working on him right away to turn off the cameras. So I don't know what's going on.
Must be on the bedside of her other patient.
Yeah.
I think they be having 2.
Yeah. I don't know. We're just trying to get an update on if the gas was helping or anything. So
that's all I need to know.
now apparently we're waiting for a callback. Wow. I pump and have a snack. The fuck? It's so funny.
Well, I pump and have a snack.
I haven't eaten anything all day.
Yeah, I tried to get you to eat it.
I had my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So yeah.
Shit, I'm hungry too though.
We'll be back.
0, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so far he has responded well to the nitric. other changes? Do you have any questions?
That's all I know.
What is okay, the response to the gas?
The treatment the NP called your other Stephanie about?
And I was supposed to do what?
That's just, it's like a bronchial dilator. It's supposed to help their lungs expand more and to allow more oxygen to flow inside.
Okay. So he's doing good on it.
Yeah.
Were y'all able to turn the oxygen down, or is it just still?
We're still monitoring it right now.
Okay.
So it might be too soon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess we don't have any more questions. I guess we'll just call back in the morning, and is the camera on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Alright. Well, I'm sorry to bother you. You had to sleep well.
No, it's fine. We were waiting for you.
Okay. You sounded a little sleepy, so I was like, oh, I feel bad. I woke her up.
I'm always sleepy.
Alright. Okay. Well, you have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Alright. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, that's a little bit of good news, I guess.
Yeah.
It is about 1:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna try to get a little nap in before I have to get up again to pump. And yeah, I guess we'll come back in the morning for another update, but where's my phone? Check on baby. I hate watching him, like looking at him like this. 'Cause he's been so drugged up, like all day long. He hasn't been his kicky, punchy, active self all day long. So, I mean, I hate looking at it, but I feel like I can't go to sleep if I'm not watching him. So really still. All right. That was what is today? I don't even understand what today is. NICU day, what, 16? Friday, yeah, Friday was like 14. So, NICU day 16. And, yeah, I'll update y'all in the morning. Good night. Okay, little mini update. Not sure where we left off. I think the doctors were giving Phoenix some gas to help with his blood gases and circulation and stuff. But after that morning, the next morning, the doctor called me and told me that it worked, but it kind of basically stopped working. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, so it worked, but it basically kind of stopped working. And so the next steps was the chest x-rays, and they were going to check for infection in his, I think it's called CPR, it's a lot of stuff going on, but that level was high and it indicated an infection. It's supposed to be at like under 10 and his was at like 40. So they decided that they were going to do another blood culture to find the specific cause of the infection. He suspects that Phoenix has pneumonia, so they started him on antibiotics to treat that. They've been in and out of his incubator all day and night, so like I haven't been able to get a visual on him as far as like the camera, and we haven't been up there yet, but the doctor's keeping me updated, and he basically told me no news is not exactly good news, but better news than, you know. So those phone calls are, every time my phone rings, my heart just drops because I just know it's nothing positive. So I'm definitely calling, get an update on him. Skip's at work. What else? He said he also wanted to do a spinal tap, but Phoenix is so sick right now, they didn't want to like move him too much and manipulate him, because they have to like literally bend the baby in half to get the needle right to do the spinal tap. My poor baby, oh my god. And the spinal tap basically just checks to see if the infection has spread to his brain or not, and that's basically where we're at with it. And of course he's going to give me the whole rundown that he has a 50-50 chance of making it through this part of the process. Yeah, so this morning I have an appointment with my OB. I didn't cancel the appointment because when I left the hospital, they told me they wanted me to follow up with my OB. So I don't know if I should have called them and let them know. I haven't even told them that I miscarried. But that's basically what I'm gonna go do today, is update my OB on that whole process and see what our next steps are as far as my recovery and everything else we got going on, that I will share with you guys at a later date.
Yeah, once you like the way it look in the shots.
So the purpose of this video is we're going through a breastfeeding nightmare right now. So I ordered this tea online that everybody says is so great. Mother's milk. Wait, can you see it? Yeah. They say it tastes like licorice. It's gross. But it also has
traditional medicinals. So
fenugreek in it. So I've heard good things about this and I've heard bad things about it. I heard that for a lot of people the fenugreek helps milk production like almost right away, and a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people, I've heard a few people say that the ingredients actually dried out their milk supply. So we're about to know which way this is gonna go. How I feel is it can't get any worse than it is now, because I'm only getting like maybe 1 to 2 milliliters, maybe 1 over here and almost 2 over here milliliters, you know what I'm saying? Like filling up a syringe, and that's not gonna work for me. So yeah, we're about to make this fucking tea. I'm going to have me a cup, and then what time is it? About 5, 6?
It's like 6:15.
My next pump isn't until 7, but I doubt it's gonna work that fast. Doubt I can even drink it that fast. I'm pumping every 3 hours, so my next pump will be at 10 p.m. and then so far and so forth. I'll be back. All right. Okay, so we got 1 cup of tea right here. Currently steeping. But the box says 1 bag per 8 ounces. So we got 2 bottles of water in this bowl, which means we'll need about 4 bags of tea, because I want to drink some cold. And I'm gonna put it in this lovely mug that I got from the hospital. It's actually my favorite. Put that in there for me.
Certainly, madam.
Yeah, we're kind of lazy. We ain't doing it over the stove. Microwave. I'll just put 10. You act like you gotta keep it on for 10 minutes. Take it out when it boils.
Let's see. Well, it's gonna boil the water out that minute.
Okay, but it's just a timer. It's not a clock to live your life by.
Stone, I understand.
Jesus Christ, calm down, guy. Anywho, I just wonder if it has the same effect cold or hot. I mean, I can always warm it back up if I want to drink it hot. But we're gonna try this thing both ways for right now. And we don't got no honey, so we're using this agave, because it definitely does smell like licorice. Who eats that? Ugh. I feel like Moody eats it. Or it might be the one thing she doesn't eat with her garbage disposal stomach. Yeah. I'm going to kill whoever recommended this bullshit. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello?
Miss Jeffrey?
This her.
Hi, this is Kasaya calling from Northside Gwinnett NICU. I'm taking care of Phoenix today.
Mm-hmm.
I was just calling to give you an update on how his day went. Is this a good time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have gone up pretty high on our oxygen today, as high as 95. Right now we're sitting in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
We were monitoring his blood pressure through something called a right radial peripheral arterial line.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing lasts forever. And so it just wasn't working, so we ended up pulling that. So they may try and replace that tomorrow.
Okay.
We also started a medication called Synthroid. Maybe it's possibly because of your history with Graves' disease.
Yeah.
But his thyroid levels are a little low, so we're just giving him a supplement for now while he has time to catch up.
Okay.
We reintroduced feedings today, so he's getting 2 mLs of your breast milk every 3 hours.
Okay.
And let me see. I did give morphine twice today, and he did get Norcuron, which is that paralyzing agent, but it was just when we were attempting to replace that arterial line.
What's a paralyzing agent?
So it literally keeps them from moving.
Okay.
It's called Norcuron. I don't know if you've heard us say that in the past.
That's a new one.
It's the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't move when we give it to them, but I gave him morphine with it, so it covered his pain.
Okay.
I don't have anything else. He's had kind of a tumultuous day, but he seems to be sort of back to where he started the day. So we'll just see how the night goes, and then they'll probably try and get that arterial line tomorrow.
Okay. Did they have anything? Did they check the what's that thing called?
Blood culture.
The blood culture. Anything come up on that yet?
No, so far that's still negative. But his CRP, did we talk to you about CRP?
Yeah, they said it was high around Monday, I think, and then they said yesterday when we called that it was coming down a little bit.
Yeah, so it is trending down. But because it was so high, they're going to treat it like he is sick and has an infection.
Yeah, so he's on the antibiotics.
So that's why we're on meropenem and vancomycin.
Okay.
As far as his blood pressure goes, I know you said y'all will probably try to do that line again tomorrow. Is he still like, at what number is he on as far as the dopamine goes?
So we're still on 5 micrograms of the dopamine, and that's what we started the shift on.
Yeah.
It's a relatively low number for dopamine. And what we're
Okay. So basically, as far as any changes, he just is with the oxygen today.
Yeah, we were up on the oxygen. We had to adjust some respiratory settings. And we were just trying to get that arterial line, which probably didn't make him feel any better as far as the respiratory settings and whatnot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, y'all take you have a good rest of your week. I won't be back, but, you know, he's in good hands, so I have no qualms on whoever will be his nurse tomorrow.
I believe that.
Y'all have a good night, and if you don't have anything else you need to ask me or anything like that.
No, not right now.
Not at the moment.
Okay. Well, y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. This is what I be talking about, y'all. Like literally be in the middle of any when the phone rang, I didn't even care who it was. Like I just knew it was them, and my mind goes just blank because we'll be in the middle of anything, and as soon as my phone rings, my mind freaks the fuck out. Because usually when they call us, it's really not that good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So from everything that she was telling us, basically was not actually bad news, because our last video that we recorded, he's actually been progressing from that video, and this was just a minor setback with his oxygen today. So I'm not going to stress about it too much. Like they said, it was up at 95, now it's back down to 70, and he's really, since he's been in the NICU, has been averaging around like 60s and 70s at the most. So we don't really get too worried. And like she said, he has a line in his foot that they need to replace, and they've been messing with him a lot today, so that could be responsible for why his breathing is off. But anyways, every day is a different day, every hour is a different hour, and like I said, I'm doing everything I can do over here on my end, drinking nasty tea, trying to milk my boobies and get this milk to this hospital.
I'm gonna suck one later, just so you know.
That was our last resort. Like everybody, I'm telling, I'm posting on my TikTok and my social media, and everybody, I'm like telling them how much of a hard time I'm having with this breastfeeding thing, and everybody's like, same old things you can Google in YouTube: oatmeal, this mother's tea, lots of water. Only thing I drink is water. Armors, coconut water, all the stuff that people tell you is all I've been getting. So I said our last resort is just to have Skip suck a titty, because apparently that's when the milk comes out, when the baby sucks the titty. So we're gonna just try that. We can try that at like 10 o'clock. Woo, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Straight up. So anyway, I'm about to sip this nasty tea. I filled up my handy dandy hospital mug.
Handy dandy.
I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator because I don't want this one to be cold. It's already nasty. I feel like if I don't add no honey to it and put it in the refrigerator, I can just chug it, put some ice in it, and it's gonna taste like a distant memory. Hopefully. So yeah, Game of Thrones, movie night, something. I don't know. I had a headache, so I might not be up with y'all.
I'll just put it in there.
It's not that bad. It's actually not that bad without the sugar. I mean, without the, what you call it. Okay, we'll be back. 10 o'clock feed, sneak peek. Yeah, so I just wanted to show y'all. No, this is not all the milk I just pumped today. This is all the milk from the week. But I will show y'all how much I pumped from drinking the tea yesterday, and how much I usually pump. So let's see. Okay, so oh yeah, and I gotta show y'all my our NICU routine maybe. So this was from this morning, just now, my morning pump. And my right boob is my stubborn boob, and I usually never get no more than maybe one of these 1 milliliter syringes, and I got 3